What's going on, y'all? I hate soccer. Just want to start off with that. Nothing is good in life. Everything sucks. There's a whole bunch of variants. I got nothing positive for you. No, I'm joking, y'all. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the latest episode of Walkin 90. This is your host, as always, Elliot Barr, and is joining me is one man that is boxing six and maybe third child incoming. It's Mr. Kyle Carr. And the one lady who could probably get drunk as anyone else and still make it known that is always fucking Kara. It's Evan Christmas. How are you guys doing?
Hey, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm chilling. Just chilling over here.
I'm just celebrating. I'm just having a good time.
Kyle,
I'm celebrating too, Kyle.
man, fuck this pod. I ain't trying to be cussing in the first couple of minutes of the show.
This is the second week in a row you've done that. I'm just appreciative of the Bucks winning on Tuesday, so that way I could be here today.
He graced us with his presence today.
So, I do want y'all to listen to this. I want y'all to know. Kyle seriously told us, he was like, if it's a game 7, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. And mind you, this is 2 weeks in between shows for Kyle. Kyle acted like he the talent. Like, this show can't go without him. Kyle didn't know.
Look, there are priorities, okay? And the Milwaukee Bucks are my priority. They were my priority the last couple months. And damn, if there's a game 7, no one wants to see me when the Bucks are playing a game 7.
Kyle, do you want the single camera now, or do you want it at the end of the show so you can talk about your Bucks? Which one you want?
We'll save it for the end of the show. We'll save it for we got shit to talk about.
All right, yes, you're right. We do have a lot of stuff to talk. So not only tonight, we're doing our midweek review. I mean, not midweek review. Midweek review of the games that happened in the last 2 weeks. We're also giving you our midseason awards, updating you on our season predictions. Update. Some of our predictions were wild as hell. Like, they are horribly, horribly wrong. And we have to reevaluate them. And that's about it, man. So real quick, before we get everything started, I just want to start off with this disclaimer and say this. As a fan, it is okay for you to be pissed about your team losing. It's fine. Everyone goes through it. What's not okay is for you to say anything racist, anything homophobic, call players out of their name, call them for coaches' jobs, because I'm pretty sure if you was doing a shitty job at your job, you wouldn't want 1,000 people calling y'all saying you need to be fired. Okay? I understand. It's a game. It sucks to lose, but you get over it. If you're that pissed, put the phone down, relax, go do something else. Bust a nut. I don't know, but do something else. All right? Not that serious. That's all I got to say to start the show.
Yeah, sometimes tweeting while mad is not worth it.
Never tweet through it. Stop tweeting through it, y'all.
Stop listening to Drake. That's number one. You can't listen to
Stop
Drake.
playing Marvin's Room. Stop playing that right now.
Woo! Hey, Marvin's Room had motherfuckers in the chokehold, dog. I felt bad for anyone going through a breakup with Marvin. Woo!
When that song first came out, oh man.
I was
Too many
ready
people
to
in college. Too many people in college were going through it.
Man, and that song had white people in the chokehold, so you know it was a good song. Because
I was one of those people. I was going through it.
Man, I'll never forget, dog. There was a white dude in my college dorm, and he was sitting in the shower, and he was just crying, listening to Marvin. I was like, bro, it ain't that deep. Like, you will find another woman, dog.
Nah, it's over. It's over.
When you're in college, they're either hit it or quit it, or they're the one. There's no in between. Am I wrong?
This is also true. So just to give you guys a quick update on the standings, this is where we stand in the table right now. At 12 is North Carolina sitting on 9 points. You got North Texas at 15. FC Tucson at 10th with 16. Richmond 9th with 16. Revs 2 with 16. Those three all have 16 points. Only in the separates them is goal differential in games played. 7th is Fort Madison sitting on 17. Fort Lauderdale is 6 with 18. Toronto FC has 19. South Georgia Tormenta with 19. Greenville Triumph with 3. Chattanooga Rebels sitting second in the table with 2 points. Junior Omaha with 1. Guys, real quick, I know this is our opening. This is our midweek podcast. This is also our mid-season review podcast. Any big surprises in the table for y'all? Eb, let's start with you. Any big surprises for you?
Yeah. Big surprises. I'm kind of surprised that I was kind of surprised at how low NCFC was. And then we played like our first 4 games, and then I was like, oh, no. We're exactly where we need to be. So, but now that like we have all of our veterans back and they're playing like somewhat complete soccer, I'm hoping to be wrong about where they are exactly need to be.
I just want to say this, you literally was ready to throw this whole team under the bus after week 3.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, 3 games against Richmond, you have picked up 7 points. Y'all have won the title. Y'all have won the title. Also, I want to say this as well. As much as you wanted to say that y'all was just gonna cause chaos and vibe, y'all have done that to Richmond. Y'all had literally caused chaos and vibes. So be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Also, for those out there, we want to say thank y'all real quick for those that are taking the time of your day to watch our show. If you got any questions, any concerns, anything pops up, leave a comment. We're an interactive live show. Feel free. Kyle,
I don't talk to most of y'all though.
What you got, Kyle?
Well, I at the beginning of the season was slandering the living shit out of Chattanooga, and unfortunately, I am wrong as fuck. So Chattanooga being second at the current moment, and I think they're, if you break it down by points per game, they're tied with Omaha for first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was really wrong about that. So that's been hard to deal with. Otherwise, I didn't think. Well, okay, they're only off by 3 points from a playoff spot, but North Texas being an 11th is a little bit surprising. I knew they'd be inconsistent, but it seems as though you would think that with the FC Dallas Academy, there would still be talent. And by points per game, they're okay. You know, they're still sitting 8th if you go by points per game. So it's not the end of the world for them, but I think those would be the 2 that I'm most surprised about. The fact that I was wrong as fuck about Chattanooga and North Texas's inconsistency.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that surprising to see how North Texas is going, seeing how FC Dallas is going? Shout out to our man Oscar. He is the resident North Texas FC Dallas fan, and apparently Lucci is doing a better job than Hansa and Atlanta. I don't know what kind of news this man got.
The bar is low for that.
The bar is low. See, look at you using my last name, Cal Bar. If you don't understand that joke, you missed it. It was great. I think for me personally, I think the 2 biggest surprises, 1, South Georgia, because I was on this team at the beginning of the year. I was on that bandwagon. It's nice to see they recover. And also, I would say Chattanooga. I think Chattanooga second at this point is quite heavily a surprise, just because you didn't know. I think, Kyle, you mentioned it on the first episode we did about how they've lost so much that no one really knew how they were going to react. And it's been fright or flight. It's been pure chaos FC. And I got to say, man, they're probably the most impressive team this year. Like, a lot of games that they should have drawn, they won. A lot of games they should have lost, they won. You got to give it to them, man.
They find a way to score. They are a team that finds a way to score late goals. It's to the point where even after the stoppage time in the 90, they can still score. So this team, like, you do not have a win secured unless the match is officially over. And they've only lost once. So it's not like, again, a lot of those losses, like this past weekend against North Texas, they were looking at a loss, and then they equalized with the last kick of the game, basically. So, no, props to them. They are finding ways to get points and get wins and scrap out late goals. And it's impressive when you can consistently do that.
Do you guys feel like a Chattanooga game is like must-watch TV for y'all now because you know something's going to happen? Or are you still kind of just like, I'll wait?
No, because it's still the same shit.
Yeah.
It's just getting them results. Like, I don't want to watch that shit.
No, all right. I'm not gonna lie. I might tune into the next game because I think their next game. Let's see, real quick. It's against Greenville, and that's a game. If we had the money for college game day type stuff, I would be like, yeah, we're going there.
You know what? I would actually watch that game because Greenville's getting exposed, and I remember my bold prediction from the beginning of the year.
We gonna go over those. Don't spoil the show yet, Em.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Go over them.
Got to keep the people here.
I know.
My bad.
Gotta keep them waiting. It's like crack. All right. So we're gonna go over the past 2 results for this past weekend. So as we kind of go through, we're gonna talk through last week, talk about that, and then dive into this week. So on Friday the 16th, my dog is like super excited. I don't know why. She's been in the dog park for 2 hours. I'm tired. So on Friday the 16th, you had Union Omaha versus Fort Madison. Richmond, that was a 1-1 draw. Richmond Kickers versus Fort Lauderdale, 1-1 draw. That game had more lightning delays than goals. Greenville triumph South Georgia, the upset of the year. I'm gonna say that 3-2 win over the Triumph. Chattanooga 1-1 draw with North Texas. Fort FC Tucson 4-2 over Revs 2. Guys, talking about this week in particular. Oh, my fault. Wednesday, you had Chattanooga 2-1 win over South Georgia Tormenta. Which one of these wins do you feel like best kind of set up a team for that late season push for the rest of the year?
South Georgia.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. I think that 3-2 win is probably the most impressive win of the year.
Yeah, I would agree. They were down 2-0 at half. Greenville looked to be in control. And as soon as Micheletto got that goal to make it 2-1, it was like, okay, maybe Tormenta can get a draw. And the fact that they came back and they got the free kick, the goal to equalize it, was like, okay, impressive. And to get another goal, it was the most impressive half I have seen from a team. Like Tormenta really came out and they looked like a whole different team in the second half compared to the first half. And to do that on the road, especially, it was a pretty good job. So I would say Tormenta looked good as well. Tucson had a very impressive. I think out of Tormenta, like other than Tormenta and now North Carolina, Tucson had a very impressive previous week of games.
Yeah, that's very true. I think I need to look at it one more time to make sure I'm right before I say this. I think South Georgia probably had a very impressive week. I think if they get the draw against Chattanooga, I think they would have made the week even more impressive. Outside of that, once again, man, I gotta say Chattanooga. Like, they are cardiac FC, yo. Like, I don't know what it is about them, but I don't know if they Blada like paid off a leprechaun. I don't know if he is like paying off refs. Not saying that he is. I'm not putting that out there, but
you said it, not me. You said it, not me.
Something, man.
I ain't say shit.
Something got to be going on. But I think Chattanooga probably had the most impressive week. I think outside of them, I think it's South Georgia. But let's talk about this. And this is probably the thing that, is probably going to be the most resounding. Why is no one wanting to take control of this league? Union Omaha had a chance to put a gap in front of everyone. Didn't do it. Chattanooga had a chance. Didn't do it. Greenville had a chance. Didn't do it. What is going on? Why is no one wanting to, just put their foot on top of the table, take over their number one spot, and kind of coast it out?
I mean, where can you? It's such a small, as the season progresses, teams are only getting better. Like, it's evident. South Georgia just came back against Greenville. No? Mm-hmm. They're all these teams are finally clicking. I don't know what's going to happen to Fort Lauderdale. Even FC Tucson, NCFC. like, where can you find those easy wins that we were talking about at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, there is no OCB where you can go in and feel confident getting 3 points. I thought that was going to be Revs 2. That has not been true. Like, it seems as though even the two teams, they're the most inconsistent. So if you want to try and get points, the two teams are probably your best option because you don't know if they're going to come out looking like world beaters or if they're going to get thrashed. Like, it's one or the other with all these two teams. Like, you might go in and get a convincing win by 2-3 goals, or you can get 4 goals scored on you. You just don't know. So I feel like you have to get your points at home against either a 2 team, or you have to get it, maybe against the North Carolinas, maybe against the Tormentas, maybe against the Tucsons, maybe even against Madison. Like, you have to find a way to get these points at home when you have the chance. But it's more balanced this year than in years past when, 2 teams were a lot easier of wins to get, and there isn't an OCB level bad team.
This is a team that's going full tank out of the gates. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, I think this is probably the most balanced league to say, because really I'm gonna throw Fort Madison in this mix, and also it was just there. Where is it? Oh, I'm also gonna throw Fort Lauderdale in this mix as well. But literally, if you look between 4th to 11th, there's really only a 4-point difference. And let's talk about what games in hand. That's talking about goal difference. Like, there's truly only a 4-point difference. And then 1, 2, and 3, it's 1 point. The only team that's maybe out of it right now is North Carolina. But if North Carolina played Richmond 3 more times, hell, they'll probably be back in 3rd. Yeah, I'm gonna throw my team under the bus a lot. Yeah, but I think the most crucial month that if you really want people to watch is going to be September, because it's really going to tell whether or not who's really about it or not, who's really going to make that final push, who's serious about it. Not saying August or October are important, but September is really going to be make or break. It's kind of like that last push to really, secure a playoff spot. If we're not already in it, it's going to be really hard in October to get points because it's going to be hard.
Yeah, I would say you can't clinch a playoff spot in August, but you could definitely lose a playoff spot in August. And September is going to be you're either going to win it or you lose it. August is, if you start off the gates poorly, you are putting yourself in a deep hole to get yourself out.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. That's really true. All right, guys. So should we go ahead over to the power rankings before we get back into this week's slate of games that's already happened?
Oh Lord, sure. Let's do it.
All right. So this is before Richmond's ass kicking at the hands of North Carolina FC. So just keep that in mind. At 12 was North Carolina FC. They dropped 1. I don't even know why they dropped, but
it's fair. First, the last 2 NCFC games, the refs have been absolute shit. One just worked in our favor, and the other one didn't.
Welcome to USL League One. No one knows what the refs are doing.
Toronto.
Olex was on side 3 times yesterday.
Cole was on side when so Cole scored the equalizer, and then Toronto went and scored a 3rd, but he was offside. But it was so I can understand why they dropped us, and then hopefully with the new rankings, whenever that fucking comes out, it'll be different.
Yeah, it'll be very different. Richmond probably gonna be bottom. You might be 13th in the power rankings. 11th is Fort Lauderdale. They're up 1. North Texas is 10th. They say the same. Revs 2 dropped 4. Fort Madison drops 1. They're at 8th. FC Tucson stays at 7. Richmond drops 2. They're at 6. Like I said, we probably dropped to 13th. Greenville's at 5. They drop 2. South Georgia goes up 5. Toronto FC goes up 3. Chattanooga stays at 2. UU Omaha stays at 1. Guys, any changes in that power ranking? Anything you will flip? anyone you feel like you will put above? This is like our
I
BCS
mean,
moment. So
here's what I'll say. I get that they won at Greenville, but Tormenta also lost in the midweek. So how they move up 5 for basically winning a game and losing a game, I don't fully understand. I can see them moving up 2 or 3, but the fact that they jumped up 5, I'm not fully understanding the logic. If they lost, yeah, I guess that's the only one I'm not
this is
sure.
what
I
they
mean,
said. They said
I don't know how
Tormenta
Greenville. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good. Go on and say it.
I don't know how Greenville didn't drop more because they got a poor draw at home and then they gave up 3 goals in like 20 minutes to lose. For them to sit at 5th is kind of a high for me.
So this is what they said about both teams. My bad, Ab. I didn't mean to cut you off. You won yesterday, so you have all right to speak over time. This is what they said about South Georgia. Tormenta fell midweek, but then put a remarkable comeback victory against Greenville on Saturday to vote back into the playoff position. How long will they stay there? That puts them up to 5. I mean, I'm with you, Kyle. I don't really think that warrants it moving up 5 from 9 to 4. I think 2 or 3 is justifiable. I think that's fine. Greenville, they dropped them down too, but said Greenville did not concede 3 goals in the game since 2020 season, which is literally last year. You could have just said that. It only did so 3 times in 2019.
That's a lot. Okay.
Yeah. And already reached 3 this season after Saturday's defensive collapse. So they're pretty much back to 2019. Okay. But yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I feel like this week I have no major complaints or gripes or anything I would be too upset about.
Nah, nothing crazy. I just think both 4 and 5 are too high. Maybe.
Yeah. I think we all kind of.
But then who do you put there?
Me personally, I would make a case that this is before Richmond got kicked in the teeth. I think Richmond should only really drop 1. And I think Fort Lauderdale could have stayed at maybe 5 or 6. That's just me. Yeah. Outside of that, there's nothing really to talk about. Once again, it's power ranking, so it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna go hop on over to this week's slate of games. Talk about what's going on this week in the league. Sunday, like we already talked about, North Carolina lost 2-4 to Toronto FC. This game had bangers on top of bangers on top of bangers.
Bicycle kick just for shits and gigs.
I felt like it was a preseason game because North Carolina was like, you know what, we just gonna save this. Let me say this: North Carolina really went out there in the first half with Thompson up top and did not know what football was. And then all of a sudden, Christos come on and is just like, hey guys, I can score.
Christo and Cole Frame.
And look competent. Now, Toronto FC was just tearing through the defense. But Wednesday, I don't know what it is about teams that play Richmond decides, you know what, we're going to call our best player. Chris Brady at Fort Madison, Christos in North Carolina FC. I don't get it. Fort Lauderdale want to call up this reserve goalkeeper out of the depths of hell. Why? Why me?
Have you played North Texas or the FC Dallas 2? Basically, the backups for FC Dallas, not even like the 2, just like their actual backups.
Yeah, we played 3 FC Dallas backups. I don't get it. Yeah, but
they've also played like 16 games. Everyone's played like 13.
Yeah, 12 or 13.
Yeah,
nothing about these standings makes sense.
That's why you just go by points per game. That's a lot easier to feel better about.
To figure out. It's gonna be a while before the schedule kind of balances out. You got so many teams that need to like catch up. But Kyle, you make an excellent point. Yeah, Kyle makes an excellent point. Like Toronto's 4th in the table in the standings, but 11 in points per game says a lot. And I think that has a lot to do with one, how they started the season, how many games they had. But it's going to be interesting, man, to see how they kind of finish out the rest of the year because, like, where other teams are kind of have like 2-3 games to play, Tormenta might only have like for instance, Richmond will have 3 games to play, where Tormenta will only play 1. You know, so it's going to be interesting how Tormenta kind of keeps that momentum going forward. Now this week's slate of games. Wednesday, you had North Carolina beat the living dog shit out of Richmond for nothing. As you can tell, if you've been watching this pod so far, I'm not impressed by that game at all. I tweeted out all my frustrations. I even rewatched the game today without the audio on because I couldn't watch it with the audio. And all credit to you, Ab, because so many times you want to talk about what a team did wrong to lose. North Carolina got everything right on that day. Like everything you could want to go right went right. Like I can sit here complaining about the refs, complain about this, complain about that. North Carolina played tremendous football, and hats up to y'all. You know,
I'm very surprised by Christo because that man has been injured for so long, and for him to come out and get the midfield goal, and to even just play a full 90 was insane to me. Like I haven't seen him play that well in so long. So
y'all play like y'all was in the Champions League final. Like everyone, like the coach told y'all before the game, if y'all don't win this game, everyone getting let go. And y'all was like, I gotta feed my kids.
I got a family.
Right. Crystal out here thinking Steph Curry. Hey, bro, you won't doing this against Toronto? Also, let me say this. I understand everyone got something to say about Akira. About, fire the goalkeeper. I'm going to defend my goalkeeper. But also, let's have some common sense. One, that man is all of 5'9" on a good day of Sunday. 2, most goalkeepers do the same exact thing where they roam inside their own box. It wasn't like he was at the halfway in between the 18 and the half circle. That man was in his box when that ball got shot.
He just got caught. He was not coming back for it. It was not making it.
Well, it's not even that. It's like if you watch the goal, the Richmond defender is on the guy. It's not like he like closed down on him. It's not like he like Crystal's just like waltzed halfway through and looked up and like, oh, it's not like Stick's goal from the Euros where he just looked and he's like, yeah, I can do this. Like there was at least pressure on him. I don't blame Akira if I'm thinking my defender should have stopped this.
Once again,
we talked about it too.
All 5'9". And nothing else show you how short Akira is. It's that.
And Cone's goal, his first goal. No, his second.
Yeah.
If Akira was literally like an inch taller,
he gets it.
It's a save.
Like literally, that game went to crap. And I think I tweeted, it's a long thread on River City 93 that I tweeted out this morning. But seriously, when Emmy gets frustrated after he got ear hold, and when y'all scored that second goal, that team was mentally shot. I think I told you in the game, man, but I was like, y'all won.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you haven't been to Raleigh, go. It's a wonderful place.
We were sitting field side because, I got to treat my guests.
You got to treat our slaves.
I mean, it was cool. We were right there on the field. We got to see the ref be terrible up close and personal. And make no mistake, she was terrible at her job that day.
Bro, she was out here soul playing it. She did not know what direction to point at.
It was bad. Like, I don't even know. Like, they were good goals. And I appreciate Christo and Cone for the work they put in. I love that Frame came in and did even more work. Midseason had a really good game. JT still is lighting up midfields. That was like one of the best complete games we have played in a while. Like this season. besides the other Richmond game.
I just like her. Besides the other Richmond game that we won.
JT for Heisman, dog. That's all I'm gonna say. That man damn near had a Johnny Manziel performance against us. Like that man was acting like he was like Johnny Manziel against Alabama.
We talked about this. We talked tactics. It's like you're down 2-0 at half. What changes does your coach make?
I don't know. Ask Tormentas.
Like I know what my coach would like. Like you said, Yogi. You said he's probably going to make them play through it, or he's going to go to a 3-back. He made them play through it until Cone's goal, and then he started making a couple more subs. Like, how do you leave JT open? We were talking about that too. How do you leave him just open in the midfield?
So this is the thing that I saw, and it wasn't until I went back and rewatched the game. With the formation Richmond had, and I'm not going to talk long about it. We're probably talking more on River City 93, but real quick, Richmond played a 4-4-2 diamond. And the thing about Richmond is that I don't know what it is, but Richmond's number one position is fullbacks. Like if our team doesn't have good fullbacks, you can't do anything confident. And the fullbacks that we had were super duper defensive. So they were too tucked in to where Message, JT could get anything on the wings they wanted. And as you know, if you've played fullback before, what's the one that you got to do? Is either you have to push them inside to the help or you have to push them outside towards the line. You can't back off them and give them the choice to do both, right? And that's what happened. Like it was very much, Dave, it was a very narrow diamond. And Neil and Victor wasn't really covering those wings well. They were more concentrated in the inside because they're thinking JT's going to be inside. It just never, like every goal from North Carolina it started from outside on the wing. The first goal was a cross that happened from outside on the wing. Calvin didn't close down on it. Second goal was the midfield shot, but no one closed down on, I can't remember the person. I think it's Cone who made the pass to Christos.
Yeah, he cleared it into the middle. I think it was Cone it was either Cone or Flick that booted it up to Christo.
Yeah, no one closed down on him. The third goal, no one closed down on Cone. The fourth goal, Christo's literally like sprinted past. No. I'm thinking about the red card. The fourth goal, no one closed down on Cone. But what I'm saying is, it's like nobody closed down the spaces. It was pretty much defensive transition, and that's something where I understand. People are like, "Oh, Darren out," stuff like that, which I don't agree with. I think this is still year 2. You know, I have different thoughts on that. I do think, however, this is on the players in this point because this defensive transition is one of those things, like, no matter how much I coach it to you, you have to do it. Like, you have to perform at it. Like, it's like a teacher on a test. Like, how much I teach you how to do PEMDAS, at some point you have to execute it. Like, I can teach you the whole bunch of different ways, but at some point you have to get it. And the players didn't get it. So that's all I'm talking about that. I can't spend no more energy on them. But if you want to go back and read the Twitter thread, it's on River City 93. I pretty much went through the entire game this morning, tweeted out my thoughts. So read it, tell me what you think. I'm down to conversate about it. Tomorrow,
the barbecue was good though.
Yeah, it was. My wife enjoyed it. I apologize to my wife for taking her down, but she was like, she had fun. She was like, hey, remember that. Also, Jessica McDonald was at the game.
Oh, I didn't see Jess. Oh shit,
she was at the game. But we could definitely use her over in Tokyo. But hey, that is what it is.
Look, I had a whole pod with For the Culture about the Olympic squad, and we can talk about it later.
So on Friday, you got Revs 2 versus Toronto FC. Toronto is back in Canada, right, for this one, Kyle? They're back?
Is it? Wait, I thought this one was in...
No, it's at Revs.
Is that Revs? Okay.
I think Toronto moving forward will be back in Canada, but
they're not.
I don't know how that works. But yeah, this one in particular is at Gillette Stadium.
Okay. And then on Saturday, we got some good games. If there's any week you want to watch USL League One, I would suggest this week. Saturday, you got Chattanooga versus Greenville. It's up in Chattanooga. At 8, you got Fort Madison versus Fort Lauderdale. At the same time, at 8, you got South Georgia versus Richmond Kickers. And then at 10, late night kickoff. First week, you were like, I'm not staying up late to watch no USL games. But you might want to watch this one. You got FC Tucson hanging out with the Owls. I want to ask you guys real quick. What game, if we were able to do college game day, which game would you set up the 10 at? What game would we be at?
Chattanooga.
Yeah.
We'd be at Chattanooga. I can see that. I think that
it's two of the top 3 teams based on standings, and possibly overall 2 of the top 3 teams. It's going to be interesting to see if Chattanooga is going to need to scrap to get if they have to scrap to either win or get a draw, if they're going to be at full control, if Greenville's going to, which Greenville's going to show up. There's a lot of questions, and I think it would be an interesting matchup. Not to say like the other 3 matches wouldn't be entertaining, but if you were going to do what's the biggest game, this is probably it.
I told you, Greenville lives and dies by the Lomas ball. Their last win was the 3-0 win, and Lomas scored a hat trick. He didn't score versus NCFC. Didn't score versus South Georgia. Which Lomas shows up? Because that's going to be where they get their confidence from.
I'm kind of with Dave on this one. Like, I'm interested to see how Tucson takes Union Omaha. Just because that might be an upset brewing. Like, that might
upset
be
for who?
Union Omaha, of course. No one's favoring Tucson in that game.
If Omaha plays a full 90 minutes, which they have not done, they've allowed late goals in back-to-back matches against Madison and Chattanooga. Mm-hmm. If they can play to the level that they're supposed to for 90 minutes, they should win by 2 or 3 goals. But it's can they do? It's more can they go the full 90, which they haven't done lately. I think they can. It'll be interesting, but I still think they should win by 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see.
I'm hoping that South Georgia versus Kickers is the chaos game.
I hope I leave Brees-Stevens Field after the Ford Madison match and hear that the South Georgia Kickers game was chaos, so then I will watch it when I get home.
Yeah. Dave is right. Like, Tucson's been a different team since that head coaching change. Like, I forgot
that happened.
Oh, damn.
I forgot that happened.
They've been different.
I forgot they yeeted him. Damn.
They've been different. Like, it ain't been walking on eggshells. They've been a different squad.
Their July has been pretty nice. A 2-1 win versus Fort Lauderdale. 2-2 draw versus Chattanooga.
That they were winning. Wait, no. It was the other one. Never mind. They came back to win that one. They came back to draw. The other Chattanooga match, they were up 2-0 and then lost.
Yeah. This was a come from behind draw. And then a 4-2 win over Revs. They kind of said they having a hot girl summer. I can't fault them.
Hot girl summer. Real quick, these are the pick'ems in between these games. We're gonna talk about the rest of the games, but these are the pick'ems that everyone chose. I don't know what happened. My laptop just went to the stats for some odd reason. All right, here we go. Come up. All right, these are the pick'ems. Chattanooga versus Greenville. You had 2 people choose a draw. I went with the draw. That was my lock of the week. And one person chose Chattanooga. Madison versus Fort Lauderdale. It was a clean sweep for Madison. One person made for Madison as their lock. Tucson versus Omaha. Everyone went Omaha. One person had Omaha as their lock of the week. So, you guys disagree with any of those? You guys agree? Where you guys stand at with that?
I feel like it's bold to make Madison a lock. I feel like it's pretty bold to do that. Not gonna lie.
Madison, Kyle was like, "What kind of faith y'all got in us?"
If I was picking which of these three, I would have gone with Omaha with the lock. I feel more confident than that than Madison with the lock. Madison has been interesting because how they started the season, there's more free flowing, there's more pressing. But lately, every goal they've allowed is a through ball on the right side of the defense, and they put a through ball, someone's through on goal, completely clear, and then they score. That's every single fucking goal they allow.
Wow.
And Fort Lauderdale, I mean, look at the tape.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Like,
if y'all can keep a body, pretty much put Turbo on Hondo and just tell him to mark him the entire game, y'all win. If y'all
possibly, but again, if they put a through ball, if they put a through ball, then it doesn't matter who Turbo's marked because the other guy's gonna run free.
Also, is what's his name coming back? Trinidad? Is he coming back?
He was back, and then he left the Tuesday friendly with a knock.
Hey, shut him down for the rest of the year, dog.
So I don't know if he's going to be back.
Leave these vibe games alone. Like, damn.
So,
Not worth it.
But no, I'm surprised someone made Madison. I still think Madison should win at home against Fort Lauderdale, but making it a lock compared to the other three matches was bold.
This is a bold start. Bold strategy, Cotton. Bold strategy.
I kind of think Chattanooga takes this game.
You think in Chattanooga? Okay.
Yeah. I know you have it as a draw. But
I just don't know.
it's either going to be a draw or a Chattanooga win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a 2-2 draw out of that Chattanooga game. Chattanooga Greenville game. I see a 2-2 draw.
I can see a 1-1 draw. I feel like John Harkes is realizing that I need to go back to what worked for me, and he's not going to have as an attacking of a lineup or formation.
Yeah, but how can you do that with Mario? He's been so damn.
Play him have him solely up top.
Also, I don't know what's going on with Don Smart, but he's really fallen off since that international break.
Yeah, could have told you.
Damn, Kyle, don't be salty like that. Damn.
I'm not. He is like since 2019, he starts the season really, really well. He always does. And then he gets to like mid-season, and I don't know if it's the legs. I don't know if teams like focus on him as much. So then they like plan to stop him. But every year he starts the season off really, really well, gets about halfway, and then I don't know what happens after that.
Oh,
it happened. I mean, it happened in his first 2 years of Madison.
Well, yeah. So I think most of us are probably going to draw in that game. I think now for this Madison Fort Lauderdale game, let me make sure I say this right. Yeah, I went with a 4 win. I think really the key thing is just putting a body on Hamdow. Fort Lauderdale is not going to be super expansive. They're going to counterattack you, but if you put a body on Hamdow, y'all guys should be fine. I think y'all win this 2-1.
Yeah, I'd say it's either going to be a 2-1 or 1-0, but it will be a 1-goal win.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. South Georgia versus Richmond.
That's my chaos.
That is also my chaos, and I'm calling. I'll say a draw. I'll say 2-2 draw.
It's gonna be 3-2. I just don't know for who. Like Richmond's gonna come out firing because they did not look great.
Oh, they're gonna after getting their ass kicked, they're gonna come back and try and do better.
They all had to walk home, so they should be fit, ready to go. Like I want them to come out like 2 goals, just like that. So, but it's gonna end 3-2. I just don't know for who yet. So that's the chaos.
We lost them. All right, He was like, I'm not dealing with this shit anymore.
Don't even be. It's not even like that. It's not even.
I'm not trying to be in a dark place. I promise you, I'm not. But this game is gonna go either one or two ways, and it's very simple. South Georgia is gonna come out in a 5 in the back. Richmond's gonna come out in a 4-3-3. Richmond is going to have fullbacks of Calvo and Cole. Those are going to be your fullbacks. Avon is out because he got a red card because he made a goal line tackle to stop a touchdown in the 85th minute. So Nathan Auden is going to be the other center back. If the back four of Richmond is solid, we can get out of here with a win. If the three things have to happen for Richmond to win. The back four is solid. We have very good defensive transitions from attack to defense. They don't get caught out. And we don't let Micheletto beat us. We can win this game. Very simple. But if one of those things don't happen, we're going to lose this game 3-1.
I'm still sticking with the 2-2 draw.
Yeah. It's going to happen. FC Tucson versus Union Omaha. This game might.
That is my vibes game of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. This might be it, man.
This will be the vibes game.
2 o'clock, yo. We might have to stay up and tweet all together, yo, because this might be saucy.
You gonna make me stay up and watch?
I mean, I
stay
will
up and watch the US get their feet kicked in. What you mean? Y'all stayed up collective to watch them get their shit kicked in. I'm pretty sure you can stay up and see this game.
I will put it on when I get home from the Ford Madison match. So I might miss the first half, but I'll try and watch the second.
I will throw it on after.
Love you, Frosty.
Whatever I got.
But I think that's a 4-2. I feel like it's going to be either a 4-2 Omaha win or a 3-3 draw. Like it's going to be high scoring.
Yo, Union Omaha can. So Union Omaha is great at pressing you with this 4-4-2, and I love it. And FC Tucson is great on the counterattack. Like I think they're probably one of the best counterattacking teams in League One. My whole issue is FC Tucson defense. Like, can they do enough to cause Greg Hurst, EVD, and them boys trouble? Like, can they do enough? And if they can, you got something. Like, you might have an upset. But if not, Union Omaha might run out this game 5.
That's why I think they're scoring 4 goals. Like they're scoring 3 or 4 goals. But I can see Tucson getting a few counterattacks, get it up to Shaq Adams, get it up, have Charlie Dennis like make things work in the midfield. Like they can, and I mean they played really well against Revs too. Like they got Uzo, like Uzo was over here scoring goals. Like they got guys that can get out and get on a break and really cause some issues. And Corfy has not played as well as he did at the beginning of the season, which that might mean he's due for a bounce back game. I'm sticking with. I still think it's 4-2, but this will be a vibes game of the week for sure.
Why are we sleeping on Tucson?
I don't know if we're sleeping on it. It's just that Tucson is doing exactly what we thought. They're good enough that you can't assume they're going to win, but there's something about them defensively that's not convincing.
Yeah, Kyle Ressman made a good point. Like they were able to get away with Conway for a while, but they're really starting to miss him. You can tell. The Union Omaha attack hasn't looked the same, but I don't think anyone's sleeping on FC Tucson. But I think the thing that makes you afraid to go all in on FC Tucson is the back half of the team. The front half of the team is like you feel confident in. You're like, all right, I know they can score. It's pretty much the reverse opposite of Richmond. The back half of Richmond gives you all the confidence in the world. It's the attacking part where you're like, what the fuck y'all about to do?
The Tucson is a team that if you were doing, fantasy, like if you're doing like a fantasy league, you would pick one or two Tucson players for their attack, but you wouldn't pick any of their defenders.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much like Pittsburgh. Like you're not picking Pittsburgh offense in NFL fantasy, but you're picking that defense. Not more than likely. I mean, in years past, probably you're picking the Pittsburgh defense.
Yeah, okay, fair. I was thinking lately. I was like, well, I would still take Juju.
Really?
I mean, he's like a good second or third wide receiver option. Depends on how deep your league is. Like, I don't know.
Sorry. Damn right.
Also, no, you have not missed any shit talking. It's just been nice, subtle reminders about the ass kicking.
It's just been he's taking the fun out of it. He's
This is one thing you're gonna learn about me, yo. I'm not. I have no emotions towards this game. I'm done.
Oh man, that's no. It's not been much shit talking. It's just been more of like a, oh yeah, no, y'all deserve that win. I'm like,
it's been 50 minutes of Yogi just not being thrilled with anything,
bro. Because it's just like
he just sounded so sad right there.
Because at no point in this game did anyone think to be like, I'm gonna just pull up with an injury and just slow things down and just calm everyone down.
No, there's pride. You can't do that.
That's what halftime was for.
Or nothing. Pride going out the window at some point.
Also, I hate that your man literally wrapped Cristo around and pulled him down and then got up and was like, but he's standing right there. I'm like,
Avon had that injury because you remember Avon pulled up right before that in the box. And then like 2 minutes later, Cristo and Avon was just like, yo, I'm not running. And I don't blame him. That man made a business move. He was like, bro, I'm following you coming with me. It is what it is at this point, my guy. We both going down.
Maybe I did not watch that. I did not watch that Ford Madison game, Dave. So I can't relate.
Look, man, the biggest thing for Avon is that maybe he's meant to be a free safety. The Washington football team can use him because, by God, yeah. It was one of those games where like everything went right for North Carolina and everything went wrong for Richmond. And when it goes wrong in lower league soccer, it goes motherfucking wrong.
Yeah, you'll have 4 goals and you lose. Yeah, you'll have 4 goals. It's not fun.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, why are the goalkeeper? And then like people didn't realize like, oh, he's 5'9". Fucking 5'9". He's my height.
Look, 5'9" ain't the reason half some of those goals went in. I mean, 2 of those goals, yes, but not all 4.
No. The other 2 went in because our fullbacks was just like they pretty much had this Parker approach to defense. It was like, I don't know if I want to defend. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
I mean, he tried. So I want to say that Cristo goal. That Cristo goal. That halfway Cristo goal. He was legit trying.
That's fine. Like that's on one side. Like if I give Cristo that shot 9 times out of 10,
he's not making it.
Yeah, 4 times that shot is going left. Akira's catching it. Like it's just the one time it was just a great shot. The first one, no one closed down the crosser. I've said this once again. I don't know why I'm going to do this again. The third one, no one closed down the winger. And then the fourth one, everyone just quit on that one. We were down to go. It is what it is. Fuck it. Run the score up.
I don't know why you keep trying to talk about this match. Like, you keep doing that to yourself.
I hate soccer. Fuck the sport.
We can talk about basketball.
The Bucks, though.
All right, y'all. So this is our mid. We're gonna talk about the Bucks. Trust me, I'm gonna give you your time. But this is our midweek annual podcast. This is also our mid-season review podcast because it's kind of point-ish for 15. So, real quick, we're gonna go through some things. So I'm gonna read off the question. I want to hear your guys' responses to it. I'm gonna tell you guys what you guys said. So, first question: what team finishes in the 12th spot? Eb, who did you think you picked?
I know we just discussed this, and I still don't remember. Did I say Toronto?
Tormenta.
Okay.
So you're not far off because they're 11th in points per game table. So you're not far off. You're not far off. Kyle, who do you think you said?
I definitely said Revs too.
Yeah.
I slandered the living shit out of them. Episode 1.
Between them and Chattanooga, dog, like
we came for them kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. All of us did.
I said Fort Lauderdale, and Fort Lauderdale has kicked our teeth in. Haven't beaten them once this year. Yay. Right now, I think the team that is currently bottom of the table is North Carolina FC. So definitely didn't see that. But let me ask you guys this: do you guys want to stick with your pick, or do you want to change it?
Nah, I'm sticking with it.
Sticking with it. What about you, Kyle?
I think I'll stick with it just because other than like North Carolina could possibly dig themselves out of a hole. You know, Tormenta's definitely hovering around the bottom. I'll stick with Revs too because their points per game is still 9th. And I feel like their schedule doesn't get easier. I feel like they're going to have a brutal schedule coming up.
I'm gonna slightly change mine. I'm gonna go Revs 2. I think Rev 2 naturally falls off. And it's not easy to pick. I just think they naturally fall off into that 12 spot. All right. Next question. Team to miss but cause the most chaos in USL League One this year. Eb, who do you think you picked?
I definitely picked NCFC.
Yes, you did. Also, Michael, no, you did not miss the Chattanooga. Hey, we praise Chattanooga. Listen to the beginning of the pod. Like, Chattanooga's that team. Kyle, who do you think you had?
My gut says Tucson.
You had Chattanooga. You had Chattanooga finishing 3rd from the bottom, but you had them causing the most chaos.
They have been a chaos team, so at least I got that part right.
You got that part right.
I just got where they were going to be on the table wrong.
I had FC Tucson missing but causing the most chaos. And I think I feel 50-50 on that one. I think they could cause some chaos. Because you look at that last stretch of the table, I think they play a whole bunch of independent teams. So they can cause some chaos. I feel confident with that. You guys want to change your picks or you want to stick with it? Yes, no, maybe so.
I would like to change. Because I'm pretty sure Chattanooga is going to make the playoffs. So I will change it to North Texas.
Okay, we got North Texas for Kyle.
I'm gonna keep NCFC.
All right.
They're gonna cause some chaos.
All right. I feel confident with mine. I feel confident sticking with FC Tucson. I think they will. They're right around there. I feel confident with them. Dark horse for Golden Boot. Em, who do you think you had?
Dark horse for Golden Boot. It's probably an NCFC player. Was it Midseason?
No, it's Christos. He damn near back in the race now after yesterday. Kyle, who do you think you had?
I
You
feel
had
like I
two
said.
people.
I feel like I said Noah Fuson and Shaq Adams.
You did. And I think between
Damn.
them, they have 1 goal each. I think between them, they have 1 goal.
Killing it.
Yep, you're right there. For me, I had Stanley Alves and Greg Hurst. I feel fine with my Greg Hurst pick. I think Greg Hurst is probably the best one. Where do you guys want to go? You guys want to stick with your picks? Want to change it? Where you guys at?
Well, okay, so are you changing it to who we think is now the new dark horse for Golden Boot, or who we just think is going to win Golden Boot?
Who do you think is the new dark horse?
Okay. I feel like you could pick any of the Fort Lauderdale guys between like Hundal, Curry. I feel like you could pick one of those two.
Okay.
I'll just say a Fort Lauderdale player. I don't know which one yet.
Damn. Okay, I remember why I picked Crystal because I said we weren't going to make the playoffs, but we were going to cause mayhem, and we were going to have one of the highest scoring players in the league. So that's why I chose Crystal. I still think that happens, but I don't think it's Crystal.
Ooh.
It could be Frame.
Okay.
Cole Frame.
Okay. I'm gonna change my pick. Because Gregor's we talked about it. I don't think he's really as a dark horse. He's one that you probably expect.
He's like what, third in the Golden Boot race? So
he's fourth. No, he's third with 7. I'm gonna go with Juan Gallardes from Chattanooga FC. He's right now on 6, but he has the most goals after 75th minutes in the league. I'm gonna go with him because he is the reason why Chattanooga is Chaos FC right now. Trust me, I know. We gave up a goal to him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with him. He's my pick. That man is a true El Tonke in the league. A hot take for the season. You already know yours.
Yeah, and I'm sticking with it. They getting exposed, damn it.
He can't get too exposed. I need him to go to Atlanta. I've been pushing this narrative for like a good week. I need to happen.
More than a week. You've been saying this for almost a year.
I have. I've been pushing this narrative like I need him to go to Atlanta. Kyle, what do you think yours was?
I feel like I said like North Texas is going to be bad or something. I feel like it was something. I think it was something like that.
Not even close.
Oh God, what'd I say?
Chattanooga finishes third from the bottom. It fires Obleda.
Oops.
They said I heard you was talking shit.
They said I heard you was talking shit, and now they're gonna probably and Obleda's probably gonna get Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
they're gonna finish like they're on pace to finish top 2, and Obleda's gonna get Coach of the Year. And I was wrong about that. Good God,
hell of wrong.
Wow.
So mine was Omaha self explodes with star power trouble. Not even fucking close. They're top of the table. Like that team is in harmony. Not even fucking close. I picked the wrong Lakers era to go with. So do you guys want to change your hot take? Do you want to make a new one?
Yeah, I would like to fucking change mine.
All right, guys, what's your new hot take?
All right, my new hot take. Let me think on this. I'm gonna look at. Let me look. Give me a minute. I actually have to think of this.
Nah, I'm keeping mine.
All right. Oh, what Kyle's looking up his, I have mine's ready. So mine's is 2 coaches will get fired before the season's in October, and yeah, 2 coaches will get fired before the end of October. That's my hot take. I don't know which 2. I just know 2 are going to get fired.
Well, we already had one.
I think another 2 get fired. So I think you're going to have 3 coaches changes before the season ends. We already have one at FC2, so you're right. I I think another two are coming.
Okay.
All right. My hot take. I don't even know if it's really a hot take at this point, but Toronto FC2 will beat a team to knock them out of the playoffs.
Ooh.
I don't know which team, but someone's going to get knocked out because they lost to Toronto FC2.
Ooh.
Like it might not be the game that it might not be like the last game of the season, but there's going to be a loss of Toronto that completely screws up their season and playoff.
Greenville or South Georgia. Greenville or South Georgia.
And you know it's funny you say that because on next Friday, look at with these transitions. Next week's later games, you got Toronto FC versus Greenville, Richmond versus FC Tucson, Chattanooga versus Fort Madison, Union Omaha versus North Texas. There's only 4 games next week. I don't think there's a Sunday game. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Is there a Sunday game?
Let's find out. Well, that's August 1st. Yes.
Oh,
that's the first. August 1st?
Yes.
That's me. Fort Lauderdale versus NCFC.
Okay. So, I mean, not a whole bunch of games, but do you think FC Tucson, are you guys going to pick Toronto over Greenville in that one?
Depends how they do in these 2 games.
Okay. So after these 2 games, you feel better about
if they get rocked by Chatta, if they lose to Chatta and don't pick up all 3 points versus Toronto, they could very much not pick up all 3 points versus
No, I'll say Toronto wins because you know what? No one's ready for the 3 or 4 p.m. Friday afternoon training field match. No one's ready for it. You don't know what to expect.
Look, man, we tried to tell you at the beginning of the year, 4 p.m. in Toronto. It's different. It's different. It's different vibes.
You hear that jet flying over? It's a whole thing.
That Canadian bacon in the air.
We used to do Edmonton.
No, it's different.
It's a nice.
This
it's
is
basically
like
the same thing.
Toronto was in championship.
Yeah, but this is like playing in COVID without COVID. You there? You it's you and grass. Ain't nothing else.
Plus, any players that aren't vaccinated, I don't know if they're gonna have to stay home. Like,
no, my team vaxxed. My team vaxxed.
I'm just saying, like, if Greenville has like a couple players that are important that aren't fully vaxxed or don't want to get vaxxed and they have to stay home. Like, I don't know. Like, any Greenville fans could tell me, like, is your team vaxxed? But I'm just saying, if they're not vaxxed, they're not getting into Canada.
Yeah.
Don't pull a GF Cameron. Don't do it.
Look, we're going to find out who that vaccine went now, but he can't go to Canada. We're going to find out.
Don't tell me visas. Don't tell me visas. Nah, it's a different V, mofo.
So out of those games for the following week, any games out there stick out to y'all? I think the game that sticks out to me is Richmond versus FC Tucson because literally it's going to be defense versus attack. Both team weaknesses is the other team's strength. That is my vibes game of the week because that game very damn sure it can be 3-3.
The chaos game of the week is going to be Omaha, North Texas, because wild shit always happens between those two teams. I think like one time, like the keeper got sent off.
Yeah, knew who
because he like threw a punch.
Like, in the head.
Yeah, so
that was a wild night on Twitter. That was a wild night.
So Omaha, North Texas is going to be chaos.
He stole the peas out the kitchen cabinet.
So yeah, that's going to be my chaos. I do think Madison Chattanooga might be like the game, like depending on how the previous week goes, that could be a big game for both teams.
Yeah.
But Omaha, North Texas is definitely going to be chaos. And that's definitely you need to watch if you're just a neutral, that one shit might happen.
True. Who are you guys going with as your coach of the year right now at this point? Where are you guys going?
The guy that I said was going to get fired.
I was about to say, Chattanooga is kind of killing the game right now. I don't know how you can pick anybody else over him.
Like, I understand Mims, but everyone expected Omaha to be a top 2 team. Like, everyone expected that. So it's not that surprising.
Yeah.
But I mean, Obleda's done a great job. I'll pick him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I believe he is the coach of the year at this point, man. Like, homeboy got them boys cooking. I don't know what he doing, but he got them cooking. Got them playing like the goddamn Monstars out there.
They stopped being a one man team almost. It's almost like the Ewing theory.
Damn.
Their best player leaves, and they suddenly do better. Granted, their best player leaving goes to a team that's also doing pretty well, and he's doing well himself. But I'm just saying, they stopped being over reliant on Greg Hurst.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. All right. So we got all that worked out. We got all that stuff. Kyle, I'm gonna give you your singer cam. I'm gonna let you just do what you do, Kyle. Do what you do, sir.
Oh man! First of all, shout out the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that's enough of that.
You trash.
Anyway, shout out the Milwaukee Bucks. You're NBA champion. All right. Giannis dropping 50 to clinch the game. Some legendary shit. He hit his free throws. That was a miracle in itself. This has been one of the best weeks of my life. One of. If anyone sends this to my wife and she complains about that, we're going to have problems. Granted, we're not going to. Anyway, best weeks ever. Giannis, top 3 player in the NBA. Greatest Milwaukee Buck of all time. This has been a great season. Huh?
Better than Kareem?
Yeah. He is not a better player than, he did not have a better career than Kareem, but in terms of just in their stay in Milwaukee, they both won a title.
Finals, didn't he? He didn't win an MVP there?
He won all MVP, yeah. But the thing is, Kareem wanted out. Giannis decided to stay. And that's the key difference.
Okay.
Giannis signed a big ass. We gave him a lot of money to stay, and he's like, you know what? I'll take the money and stay, and then wins the title right after. Good things happen to good people.
Yeah,
that's all I got on the Bucks. And my youngest son is somehow a good luck charm because he has, ever since he was born, the Bucks have won playoff games.
There you go, Kyle. Works out.
By the way, Yogi, USA versus Jamaica is gonna be for World Cup qualifiers at Q2 Stadium.
Might have to go for my regular boys. I'm already I want people to know I'm rooting against America on Saturday, heavily.
I mean, my God, you just gotta come through. Just come. Let's just go to Austin and
just fly out.
We'll just have some fun.
Yeah, because
it's not a bad fight right now.
Oh no, it might be interesting to see Jamaica get their shit kicked in for a World Cup qualifier.
Look, we just gonna eat some real good food. We're gonna get drunk in Austin. It'll get weird for a couple hours, and then we'll go home.
Yeah, I like that. Also, to answer Dave's question, I saw it. Do we think there will be less chaos across the board when the MLS 2 teams are gone?
No. We've got some interesting markets coming in, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, let's talk about this. There you go. So you got North Colorado. How you guys feel about the name Hailstorm? Yes, no, maybe so. I like it. It's not like
I don't mind it.
FCS.
I think it brings more about the area. It makes it a little bit more unique. I have no problem with it.
Over under how quickly Union Omaha tries to make a rivalry with them.
2 days. They already made the rivalry. There's a Twitter handle for it already.
Oh my.
There won't be a belt, but there is something going. There will be something brewing.
Get the snap. Big 12 rivalry. Nebraska versus Colorado. There you go. There you go.
All right. Problem solved. You're welcome. You're welcome, Omaha fans.
We helped you out. Fort Wayne is coming in 2023, right? Or are they 2022?
I think they're 23, I believe. Let me double check.
I think they're 23. All right, well, you check that out. You also got Fuego FC. Portland, Maine. No, Spokane got approved for a stadium, so they got the W League. Ev, are you going to be watching the W League? Is that something you're going to be invested in?
Like the USL W League one, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Probably.
Are we going to have another bi-weekly show for you to host?
Nah, fam. Nah. I mean,
Okay,
I gotta
Fort
see
Wayne,
how it looks.
Fort Wayne will be in USL League One in 2023.
Okay. And then Portland, Maine, I think they also got approved for a stadium, so they're another team coming. But I know 4 teams are coming.
They keep, the league keeps promoting them like they're going to be in the league, and yet there's been no official announcement they'll be in the league.
So between them and New Hampshire, I don't know if they exist for real. Spokane just got a Twitter handle.
I think Spokane's coming in 2023, though. Now that they got the stadium, I think they'll be 2023.
Yeah.
All right, so you asked me about W League, and I was trying to figure out who is coming to the W League. Fuck Queensboro, so they can kiss my ass. I may go for the DC USL one.
No, don't, because they're screwing over the Spirit.
How?
So this is from what I've heard, is like DC United pretty much is doing the bare minimum with the Spirit because they want their own women's team. So like the whole Segura thing is a result of like they don't want to give the whole Audi Stadium thing. They don't want to give the Spirit the right to use Audi Stadium because they're having their own women's league. And I was just like, that's trash. Like, you've been right there with them. You can help promote a women's team that's already there.
Different leagues, though. That makes no sense. If that's the case, fuck Washington too. So I guess Spokane, Hartford. What the fuck is Caw Valley?
That is
they're a
USL
team.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I forgot where they are exactly.
They're like
Kansas.
Yeah. So another rivalry for Union Omaha to make.
Minnesota. That'd be a fun one. I can't do South Georgia. Hartford. I could do a Hartford team.
And then Greenville has one. Chattanooga, Red Wolves have one. And that's all the ones that we know of.
Yeah. So 9 teams.
Yeah, right now.
Nah, I don't need that.
Real quick before we wrap up, shouts out to Tormenta 2 and Park City Red Wolves. Both teams are in the, I guess you want to say, quarterfinals of the USL 2 playoffs. So that's dope to see. Tormenta FC was up here recently for Virginia. They beat Lionsbridge. I think Tormenta is my pick to win USL League 2 this year.
I have no take. So
the first team is.
I have not watched that far down.
Oh, don't worry about it. There's nothing really to watch. You just.
I just knew Green Bay did not have a great season, and that's all I knew. Des Moines, I think Des Moines is good. I'll pick Des Moines.
Yeah.
Des Moines is always good.
Des Moines is always good, so I'll just throw them in there.
I've seen some of their merch, so I'm excited for that. I may grab a jersey from there. But
so let me tell you this. One thing I've learned about Ebony is Ebony picks her teams based off of merch.
That's not a bad option.
Whether or not you play good or not. She's like, oh, the merch is good? All right.
Yeah, kind of. If we're going to do this, we might as well make sure that everybody gets lifted and we all look good doing it.
Yeah, if I have no emotional investment in a league or a team, I'm going to go with the coolest merch. I get that logic.
Ev, I want to ask you this question, yo, because you brought this up yesterday in the game. We were like, oh, you know what? Forget Akira. He don't play for North Carolina no more. You said the same thing about Mario. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to see how you respond to it.
Okay.
Is it fuck Connor Tobin?
When he's playing my team, yes.
Oh, See, here we go. Because yesterday she was like Akira, regardless. Anyway, now she's like,
So the difference is Tobin is not just another player. He's actually someone that like I have a connection with. So I didn't make that same connection. Like, if not, like when Nas left, love the dude, but I said fuck Nas. I love that dude to death. I will go to war with Nas, you know. But fuck Nas. It was different with Connor. Same thing with Akira. Everybody that's left my club, DJ, fuck DJ, Manny Perez, fuck him. If you don't have my badge on, I don't give a damn what you're doing. You could be playing. We could have played little league soccer together and grew up for 20 years together. You're not ripping my crest. You can get the fuck out.
Damn.
Yo, Ebony was the really hated kids that had to like leave her class in like first period. I was like, oh, so you transferred classes, dog? Yo, fuck this shit, man. He's dead to me. He's dead to me. Goddamn, dog. I'm just switching over to science. Relax. Shit. We're here game banging at breakfast.
Training teams during recess start a brawl.
She over here started turf wars and fucking recess because someone had to transfer classes.
Red Rover was real in these streets. Red Rover was real.
Think you fucking better than me, dog? I'll beat your ass and jump on line.
No, see, Dave. Forward is my second team. They are everyone's favorite second team.
Not mine. Not mine. Don't you put that bullshit on me. Don't you put that on me, Ricky.
Oh, by the way,
South Georgia is my second team. South Georgia can do no wrong in my eyes.
Really? All right.
Hold on.
What's the merch look like? What's the merch look like? Hold on. No.
It's not even about the merch. It's not about.
No, it's always about the merch. It's always about the drip. Chill out.
So for me, is that what South Georgia is doing off the field, and also like Bernadette is amazing. But Kyle can tell you, I've been on South Georgia hype train for a minute. Like the last 3 years,
they talk the talk. They have talked the talk.
Yeah.
When it came to initiative, when it came to initiatives with anti-racism, they have talked the talk. And Bolt is top Twitter follow.
Yeah.
I can understand Tormenta. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with that.
The last 3 years to be in like the playoffs. They haven't done it, but I've been picking them. But yeah. South Georgia's well,
there's also the time you were making fun of them for collapsing mid-season after year one, and then year two, Richmond collapsed at the end of the season.
Yep.
So there's some humbling there.
Yeah. We're all the same team. You all suck together.
The drip is disgusting. Do better.
I mean, you can't expect that much. They ain't changing that. It's Statesboro, Georgia. But outside of them and the university, ain't shit else going on in that city.
And it's a dry county. Found that out. Hashtag sorry, Jorge.
Can't make the road trip. Can't make the road trip.
No.
He didn't.
I said I would try and make a road trip to, as many away days. I don't know if it's dry. I don't know if I can do that.
You got to pack the car. It's like trying to smuggle cigarettes up north.
Well, I mean, I was going to do that regardless, but now
I'm not trying to smuggle cigarettes.
I'm not. If I get pulled over, it's curtains for me.
Oh,
you gotta have a license.
If I get pulled over in St. Georgia, sir, the car smells like weed. You sure? you sure? I don't think so.
I don't remember having it on me.
Mm-hmm. I thought I smoked it.
By the way, USL's getting pro rail. Throwing it out.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, man. So, article by our boy, Mr. Jeff Reuter. Dope, one of the good guys. Real quick, we're not gonna go through the whole article. You should support the Athletic. They got some good writing. Don't always agree with everything they said, but they got some writing. Do you guys think USL get pro rail? And
yes.
Also, when they talked about calendar change, Charlotte might be coming down. Well, we already predicted. We already knew that. But what you guys think?
They'll definitely get pro rail in some capacity. I mean, it's just a matter of when, not if.
Yeah.
That's how I've always felt, because there's way too many. How many teams and how much expansion they want to do? There's going to be pro rel. It's just the logistics around how is that going to work in terms of finance and logistics?
I mean, they're putting it 2026. What? 2026?
Yeah.
That's
the logical start date.
Right after that World Cup bump.
Get them new guys. I think Pro Rel will probably happen. It's gonna be so funny to see the Nia and Pro Rel Zalowitz on Twitter have to kind of congratulate USL for getting Pro Rel before Nisa if it happens. That's gonna be a funny day on Twitter.
Oh my god, it's gonna be. I'm
taking the day off.
Yep, I'm logging off the app.
Taking a day off.
Oh no, I'm gonna be right there because the Northern Guard, they love how to tell people how to tweet and don't call them out on their shit.
Look, we don't give a shit about Great Valley Millwall, okay?
Damn.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, honestly, the same. Like, I'm taking the day off and I'm just going through Twitter and I'm like, so how y'all feeling? It's just gonna be an hour check-in. Like, y'all still good over there?
Nope. I'll wait till the next day. I'm gonna watch Game 6 of the NBA Finals. I'm gonna watch the parade. I'm gonna watch all of, like, the behind the scenes because by then it's gonna be like 4 or 5 years. They're gonna have a 5-year anniversary. Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Yo, Kyle. Look. This might be the most positive thing I've ever said about Forward Madison in my life. So, did you realize this is the first time I picked on the Pick'ems?
I'm actually surprised.
Yeah.
Not surprised that you picked them. No, I'm surprised it's the first time.
I need y'all to invite Bobby Portis out to the stadium. Wherever y'all need to do, get that man to a game.
PJ Tucker. I need to get PJ Tucker in the flock.
Nah,
he wouldn't make it.
PJ not coming. PJ don't fuck
PJ
with
would
this
go
outside of Milwaukee.
You tell me, PJ is gonna go to every bar possible. Like, did you see that man today in the parade?
Nah, get Bobby.
I'll get them all. Let's just get them
PJ
all.
would go. PJ would absolutely go.
Bobby.
That man is reckless.
Bobby, 100%. Yo, the picture of that man looking like Squidward had me in fucking tears.
I love Bobby. I hope he stays. If he doesn't stay, he's gonna get paid a lot of money. He deserves it. But
did not do anything. Think Orlando gonna pay this man like he can save the franchise.
By the way,
averaging 20 points a game, and we're gonna have 11 wins. Goddamn.
You know what?
Nah, they're gonna give him Giannis money to do what he did.
They can afford it.
Do it.
They can't afford it. Atlanta? Oh, yeah. No, they will. They will. And no, we're not doing a Euro calendar. That is the dumbest shit for USL.
No.
That would be the worst thing they could do. MLS should go to European.
Fort Madison, Omaha, and freaking Hailstorm are going to basically spend 2 months on the road.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Anything else from you guys before we wrap up on this week's episode?
Get your damn vax. Fuck's sake.
Yes.
There's a variant out there. Get your vax.
Get your vax.
Don't be out here losing on billions of dollars because you scared. No, get your vaccine. Please.
Also, remember, support your local strippers. Okay, for you. All right, y'all. As always, you can follow the pod. You can follow the show on Walkin 90 on YouTube. The audio of this will be released out tomorrow. Shouts out to my man Kyle. He's great at that. Rate the show. Go on YouTube. Give us a like real quick before the show's over. Give us a like. Share the show. We love interacting with you guys. It's a kickback show. We're not out here, unlike some people like Alexi Lawless, that just talk for the sake of talking. We take the time to do the research. We take the time to cover the league. We do it because we love it. And because it's lower league soccer. Like, who doesn't love lower league soccer? You feel?
And we will admit when we're wrong.
I was hella wrong about Richmond. I spent the entire crash of my team. Doesn't mean I don't love them. Doesn't mean I don't care about them. I'm just disappointed.
That was me for like the last 6 episodes. Doesn't mean I don't love them.
Yeah. I'm saying all this, and I'll be right there Saturday watching them, expecting the 3-0 win.
Yeah, as you should.
I mean, we might as well get to it.
Yeah. But as always, guys, we'll holler at y'all later. Be easy, be cheesy. See y'all on the next episode.